Okay, this is our reach up overhead back extensions. You basically just reach up over your head and you reach as far as you can, slightly behind the plane of your head, and you really reach to the sky. Keep your chin straight. You don't want to look up. You just want to look straight. 2 deep breaths. 1, 2. Keep reaching as high as you can, slightly behind your head. And that's your reach up back extensions. Okay, shoulder rolls. We want to do nice big shoulder rolls. You want to do 10, and you want to be going backwards. So you bring your shoulders all the way up, all the way back, open your chest up. So that's 4, 5, keep breathing, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're over 40, don't worry about the noises as long as they don't hurt. Okay, shoulder hinges. We start by putting our hands up by our ears. You want to have your elbows up. You want to have your upper arm parallel or a little bit of an upward angle. And we're going to do 10 repetitions. That's 1. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. That's 2. You want to touch your elbows at the front. 3, 4. Keep a little bit of tension in your core. 6, 7, 8, good posture, 9, and 10. That's your shoulder hinges. Hip hinging. This exercise is very important because it really practices the big 3. You want to start with a nice wide stable base. You want to unlock your knees. And the first movement in the hip hinge is to send your buttocks back and you hinge forward at the hips while you keep a neutral spine. You want to keep your head position about a fist width from your top of your chest. And your hip hinge, you want to keep your shoulders anchored while you do it. So again, we're doing all the big 3, wide stable base, hinging at our hips,
and anchoring our shoulder blades. This movement is happening primarily from the hips. You want to send your butt back while you do this. Keep your posture. You want to feel the weight coming through your heels. It's not a knee bend exercise, so you shouldn't see people really bending their knees when you do this. You can liken this to a deadlift in the gym. A really important component of this exercise while you're doing the hip hinge is that you stand up nice and tall when you're done. Maybe squeeze your buttocks muscles, or you can reach up, but do something to make yourself nice and tall when you finish off the movement. You don't want to be kind of staying bent like this. You want to stand up, get full hip extension, maybe even bring your hips forward a little bit. And it's just like that. You want to do about 15, 20 hip hinges. It's the most important movement to practice during the day because it does bring all 3 of the big 3 together. Wide, stable base, hinging at the hips, and anchoring the shoulder blades all in one exercise. All right? And that's your hip hinge.
Okay, hamstring stretch. You start this stretch by taking about a half step forward, but don't transfer your weight onto that front foot. Keep your weight on your back foot. Then what you do is keep your front leg straight. You want to buckle your back knee, stick your butt out, hinge at your hips, and you want to come forward, hinging at your hips, keeping your back straight, good posture, practice your big 3, and you want to feel the stretch come into the back of your front straight leg. Again, there's no weight on this leg. All the weight is on that leg. So you want to take 1 deep breath and 2 deep breaths. Then the other side, again, take a half a step forward, keep this leg straight, no weight on that foot, buckle your back knee, hinge at your hips, head and chest up, and 1 deep breath and 2 deep breaths. On the second breath, try to hinge a little further. You don't want any discomfort, just normal muscle tension. And that's your hamstring stretch.